on the deck page, those guys, the coverages you see on here, the details you see on here is just part of your policy, right,
Oh yeah.
Christy?
Yeah.
What should our audience know, um, be aware
Well,
of, I
you
guess, when
know,
it comes to their coverage?
so the actual policy is, probably more like 80 pages long, where this one is 2 or 3. So there's a lot of language in there, but that will govern what's truly covered and what might be excluded. So it doesn't hurt, at least at one point in your life, to kind of read through all of that and make sure, or at least have a really good detailed conversation with an agent and make sure that there are not exclusions in the policy that are going to be meaningful to you at the point of a claim.
Hmm.
That you understand how something like the one that comes to mind is of course mold.
Hmm.
So you've got mold in your crawl space because know it's got water down there and you don't know it and you're not taking care of it. That's not likely to be covered. It's typically going to be excluded in a homeowner's policy. You need to understand that so that
Yeah.
you understand why it's important to keep up with the maintenance.
Yeah. And the other thing that is good to talk to your agent about too, as you're looking at your deck page, a lot of times, not all carriers would do this in all areas, or only certain part of the country, and what was selective would a group of selected carrier is there might be a schedule payment for your roof once it gets to a certain age, and it has to do with windstorm and things like that. So
Yeah.
typically, those will be disclosed on your declaration page. So you do want to pay attention to that because you do
Yeah,
want
it's a
to
good
know,
point.
what coverage you have. And then so that way you can plan for it, right? Because
Absolutely.
the policy isn't, here to protect every problem that we have. So it's a good preventative, a good thing to plan to make sure hey, these are some things that I can count on that if it's happened accidentally, I know I have coverage, right? And there are certain things that is going to come as my responsibility as a homeowner, as a property owner, that I know the insurance policy isn't going to pay for, and I need to financially plan for that.
Right. Yep. That's what your savings account's for.
Absolutely.